Hey, Planeswalkers, Mythras here. Hope you're doing well and staying safe. Welcome to today's episode of Top Deck, my friends. We have a top 10 mono red snow deck. That is correct. I thought it was time to do the snow deck because it is gaining so much popularity here today. And this particular version is a little bit different than the standard one. I'll show you that here in a minute. But this one is by After Office TTV. So congratulations, After Office, here on hitting the top 10 with this version of mono red snow. I appreciate everyone tuning in here today. We do have a lot coming your way, so please feel free to check out the timestamps down below. Also down there we have the deck lists and the links, and feel free to support the channel, my friends, by subscribing down over there and liking the video. So we are going to talk about the strategy objective of the deck today. We're going to cover how to board for your best of 3 matches. Then we're going to go play some competitive Magic in both best of 1 and best of 3 with this deck. And last but not least, we'll close out with some final thoughts here in the meta, my friends. So with that said, let's dive right into it here and get moving on this strategy. So mono red snow is all about it. You guessed it, the snow covered mountains here. This is a big deal with the Kaldheim set because it does have some key enablers. The first one here that we have in this deck is Faceless Haven. This guy becomes a 4/3 creature with vigilance in all creature types till end of turn. It's still a land. Pro tip, you can activate not only Robber of the Rich here because it's a rogue, but you can also get the +1/+0 because it's also a knight here from Fervent Champion. So a couple things to keep in mind that people forget quite a bit. Now the other piece here that we get is Frostbite. So Frostbite is an instant snow that deals 2 damage to creature Planeswalker. If we have 3 snow permanents, it deals 3 damage instead. So keep that in mind. A lot of times when we're playing this, we may forget that you need 3 to get that +3. So those are the big pieces here in terms of the mono red snow deck. We also do have Goldspan Dragon here, a flying haster that when it attacks or becomes a spell, target of a spell, creates a treasure token, and tokens we have, we can sack them and gain 2 mana essentially. So this runs like a traditional mono red aggro deck, but those are the big pieces and inclusions that we have. On the top end we got Torbrand, we also got Embercleave there to close things out. The other thing to take note of is there is less Castle Empress here, so you are going to lose value because when you do get those 1/1s, you're not going to most likely get as much pumping. However, a 4/3 Vigilancer is pretty nice as well. So that is what this deck's all about. It's beginning to become very prominent in the meta. It also runs very close to a 60% win rate right now across the board. So very, very key note there. And that's also in terms of best of 1 and very high win rate in best of 3. So my friends, that now begs the question, how do we board here in terms of our lineups for best of 3? Well, we still have that Frostbite like we talked about. We got a few other additions here that really strengthen this deck and will help us in that lineup. So we'll talk about this lineup in terms of an aggro mid-range and a late game matchup. So first off, against the aggro lineups, we're going to add in Frostbite, we're going to add in Scorching Dragonfire, the Akroan War as well, particularly if again to take our opponent's creatures. You may want to add in the Shatterskull Smashing. You may even want an Ox at the top end to kind of refill. But the reality is, as long as we're trading, as long as we're the ones doing damage, we should be in a really good position there. What would you take out? What would I take out? Personally, what I would probably move out is I'd probably take out the Rimrock Knights, to be honest. I'm still going to pull with this guy here, and then we're just going to move these in for those direct damages. And then at the top end, the Akroan War fits in nicely. I would consider potentially dropping Phoenix of Ash out of here and maybe 1 Bone Crusher, for instance. However, that direct damage is still nice, but we make up for it with a Frostbite. Then when we move into the mid-range battle, And sorry, the aggro matchups are mono red. They're going to be mono white aggro. They're also going to be mono white Lifegain. They're also going to be the Boros aggro decks, the Scalds or Showdown decks. You could consider Gruul aggro as well, potentially. And then now when we move into the mid range, Boros Knights decks, those kinds of things too. Warriors decks, Warriors equipment decks as well. Then when we move into mid range, you're going to hit things. I actually saw some pretty interesting rune decks today. With 3 color Naya, so keep those things in mind. That could be a nice mid-range deck for you. Enchantments. You're also going to face things like Gruul aggro. You may face Naya landfall, Naya decks, those kinds of things, and potentially, like I said, that Gruul aggro could kind of go as a mid-range. And then you're also going to run into Rakdos sacrifice decks. You run into Jund sack. You might run into food decks, and then also on the other side of that, you might begin to run into a little bit more control type deck. So in terms of the aggro matchup, we're still going to line the same unless they have other things and other needs that we're going to need to move in, maybe potentially something like a Shredded Sails, for instance, or we may need to pop in a Nox Vagonis depending on what they're playing. Otherwise, if they do move to a more control-based one, these could be some of the traditional Rakdos escape decks, for instance. You're probably going to then begin to think about pulling in Ox of Vagonis and potentially Phoenix of Ash instead, because if they get killed, you can bring them back. And then what I would look to remove out here actually potentially would be a Frostbite, as well as maybe some of those Rim Rocks to get you to where you need to. So you're moving more towards the middle there against some of those decks in change of the pure aggro, more creature-based mid-range, trading towards more and trending towards more of a control late game type lineup there in the mid-range. Now, as we move out of that, we're going to hit the late game decks. These can be blends between the Ultimatum, both Temur, as well as our lovely Emergent. You may begin to see, so we started to cover the Esper Doom decks, you may begin to see some of the Doom stuff creeping back in. We also have mono blue control as well. Tempo decks, is it still in there? That's kind of a aggro-y mid-range lineup. So those are some of the things that you want to keep in mind in terms of that top end. What we would pull in, again, is similar to, like we said, you're probably not going to pull in a Crow and War. You may want to pull in the Ox. You may want to pull in Phoenix of Ash. You might have to pull in Shredded Sails. You probably won't need to pull in Shatter Skull Smashing. And then you would look to move out, actually in this case, I might even consider to begin to move out Fireblade Charger and actually keep Rimrock. So those are some things that you can contest there in terms of with yourself on how you like to play some of those late game things. The other thing that you can do is, as much as I'm a fan of Goldspan, you could pull it down and kind of try and focus more on some aggro stuff, but probably not going to be what you need to do. The other thing you could always flip out is a Bone Crusher in favor of some of those fast flyers here as well. So that's how you're going to line up against the late game deck. My friends, that is the objective. It's fast, it's furious. Mono red snow is a quick match. These matches are fast, which I love, and you guys know that. So we talked about the objective and strategy. We talked about how we're going to board. Now we're going to go ahead and play some competitive Magic with our snow deck. But before we do so, I just want to show you again, this is the top 10 one, mono red snow by After Office TTV. Let's go ahead and look at kind of a traditional one right now. This is a pretty popular version of it in terms of an archetype here, this mono red snow one, and you can see some of the differences here. This one still has more of the Castle Embrus. It's got 3 Faceless Havens, not 4. We have 4 Frostbites in the main board, so that's kind of what we're changing up here and kind of leveraging as well in terms of what we have. We don't have that Phoenix in that main board, and then when we come to the sideboard, we got direct damage. We have things to block out Foretell decks or also re-entry with some of the sacrifice decks. We have Phoenix of Ash, we got Soul Seer to help us with some of the bigger cards, the Acroan War as well, and then Ox Vagonis. So this is another take for you. This one's pretty pretty common in terms of what people are playing as well, and this will probably also be the one that you may run into. Now, quickly, the other thing that I should probably say with the boarding for best of 3 that I did forget, so bear with me for a second, is if you do hit a Rogues deck, you're going to board in, obviously, the Ox of Agonis's and the Phoenix of Ash, and then some of those burns. So just quick call there because I didn't touch on that. All right, Planeswalkers, we are now going to hop into some competitive Magic here. We're going to go ahead and play best of 1. We did do the top 1,000 Rakdos Sacrifice deck yesterday. Huge deck, super fun. It's got a nice matchup against mono red as well, so it's a nice, can be a nice counter there. So let's go ahead. We're playing the top 10 mono red snow deck here, my friends. So Planeswalkers, with that, as always, truly appreciate your support. Please feel free to subscribe to the channel down over there. Additionally, like the video if you like it. You can like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Twitch, stay up to date on content like this. We got Loney Ma to start. It's not Looney needs to. I love this start, so we're gonna stick with it here, my friends. We are not first, which is too bad. The best play for us here is actually, I was gonna say play Fireblade first, but it's now actually getting all these guys on right off the bat, so we're gonna do that because now we go from 1 to 6 instead of 5. So let's see what our opponent's playing here. And I will take full advantage here. Now, if they have all the burns, I'm going to be a little sad. So that's okay. We can handle that. So if they play the 3, I will take the 1. It may not block though, which is fine. We'll drop, we'll drop the 1. And that leaves us with 1 Crusher. So if they play something that we need to get off the board, we can do that. We'll take the damage. All right, so we should have lethal here. So now we're going to be short. We'll take this guy off though. Now we can pump the Faceless. So Cleave does not do it for them here. They have no blocker. Ooh, there you go. Now we have lethal. And there we go. So, snow deck, my friends, snow deck. There we go, moving on up. moving on up with the snow deck. So let's go ahead into our next best of one. So there's a mirror. Let's see what we hit here in our next lineup. Wretched Devil it is. Then yes, I've been going slow on the ladder. I apologize. Now my opponent's first again. Oh, it's gonna be that kind of a day. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So this is a very, very unfavorable matchup. If it is a enchantments deck, this mono red actually loses, I want to say, I should say wins like between 60-70% of the time. Or sorry, other way around. Wins 30-40% of the time. That's right. That's how bad this matchup is. If it's a life gain though, or a little bit different, we might be okay. But we'll find out here. So they have 5. We have 5. We'll attack in with the robber. They didn't want to lose their scorpion. Probably going to cast something that keeps it alive. Ooh, there you go. Guess not. Could be a sack deck, though. Could be a sacrifice deck. We'll find out here. Didn't see a red, though. I want to get Annex on the board. If I can get Annex on the board, we'll be in a good spot here. Uh-oh. Taking a break. Taking a break. Oh, they're back. That works. Next time I'll use the robber. So I didn't use it this time because I want to be able to pull with the robber and then cast something. I could double block if I need to here. I'm not going to do that though. So mono black life gain maybe? I haven't seen the enchantments yet. We hit a cleave, will be good. If we hit a Torbrand, will be good. I'm gonna keep my fervent back for now. Let's see what we pull. And kill spell. Give me a kill spell. Ooh, Luris. That we want. That we want. If we can get a Luris on the board, that's going to look real nice. Artisan. So this is the more of the Lifegain based one, huh? Agadeems. So what do we want to do here? I will certainly attack in. We'll pull that. I will take that guy off the board. Unless they sack him, which they might do. That would be a problem. Oh! We got our Artisan pretty big, though. Oh, this is a fun match. Fun match. We get a cleave. We can get a cleave. Be looking pretty good. All right. So we'll do this. We will do this. Do that. There we go. We got 3, 6. We can pull a bunch of stuff back. 3 guys. 2 guys. There we go. Now all we need is that Embercleave. Embercleave, where are you? Embercleave or Torbran. That's fine. You can play your 1-drop. There we go. All the Agadeems. There we go. All right, let's see what they bring back. They should probably do Scorpion. So they gain 3. We got 6, 7. We're good. Whew. Like, there's so many guys on the board. All right, there we go. Moving up, Platinum Tier 1, my friends. Such a strong deck. All right, let's go into our next best of 1. All right, Joe Thick it is. We do not go first. I will keep this though. Little slow, but that's okay. Uh-oh. Rogue's deck. Okay. Generally, I'm probably going to eat this for saying this. I have a pretty good matchup against rogues, but I am not on the play, which is a pain. All right, there we go. We get our friend here. We do get our friend. Don't forget, this guy can block. They need to get that down more, though. Is it enough? Not yet. Now, I could have went double there. Could have went Robber and Fervent, but I did not. Now they can attack in with all those. I'm surprised I didn't do Merfolk. If we get through with that, they're going to kill it. Oh, no. All right. Well, I don't know. You think it's a good game, huh? You have to be able to kill my reach guys. Well, maybe it is. We'll see. That's why I waited. A rogue person that loves saying good game. I'm sure you have a kill spell. Oh, you're so predictable. Wouldn't it be nice to have all these flyers right away, my friends? I will kill this guy. Literally had one of the best lineups they could actually have against this deck. That's okay. Not bad, does not detract. Like I said, I was probably going to eat it for saying I normally beat that deck with mono red. So good lineup. Very happy with the best of one results, my friends, today. Let's go ahead and move into our best of three portion of today's video. Again, with our top 10 mono red snow deck by After Office TTV. All right, so there's that top 1,000 Rakdos sack deck you guys check out as well. So quickly here, Planeswalkers, to kind of recap, our best of one went really well. We went 2-1. We lost to a Rogues deck. Not actually a terrible matchup for mono red. We're moving into our best of three section, obviously. I will keep this, and we go first. Thank you. Finally, we get to go first. big difference. Madat Gravity. Now, as always, Planeswalkers, truly I appreciate your support, so feel free to subscribe to the channel down over there. Additionally, like the video if you like it. You can like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter and Twitch. Stay up to date on content like this. All right, off the bat. Now, our turn 2 plays Bone Crusher. The best thing that we could get next is a land, but not another Faceless Haven. Oh. Good news is, if we do play it, it does make Frostbite a 3. So keep that in mind. But we are going to be really hurting now because we got bad mana base here. Uh-oh. That is not good. That is not good. That is really bad. like really bad. Oh, they didn't do it. They didn't fall for it. That's okay. That's okay. They really wanted that doubling up there. We're still gonna wait. This is me being really patient here. That is not me being patient now. The mana base has destroyed us against the Gruul deck today in our first matchup. Here we go, my friends. Here we go. All right. We're gonna wait. We're gonna be patient. We will be patient. We will be patient. Ooh, there you go. Chariots. That is interesting, to say the least. We will be patient still. I'm going to kill this chariot if I can. It's going to take a lot for me to kill it, which I don't like. I'm going to do this. I will do this. We're going to take that thing off. We'll do that. We'll get a bunch of 1/1s. And then we're going to really hope that we get a red. There we go. Oh, are they going to trade on everything? I can deal with that. No cleave yet. Here comes bone. Oh, shoot. What a nice refill play. But we starved on lands. Two reloads. Oh my gosh. We're gonna get beat. We're gonna get beat here because of some bad mana base. Alright. We'll go to the next one. Hopefully now we can board what we need, which is going to be a Crow and War. Do we want the Frostbites is the question. Scorching Dragon Fire is not bad either. I think we drop. Oh, what do I want to drop here though? I like going over the top on Gruul. I like grabbing Shatterskull Smashing. What's that? We got a lot of lands here though. 2, 6, 25. I'm gonna drop one Faceless. Keep the curve tight. Turn 3, they're gonna be slowing us down pretty big. I think we drop that guy. I think we can stick on that. We can stay really aggro-y. Turn 1, 2 still into that. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with this, I think. I'm gonna pull out one Crusher though. For a refill. 1, 2 refills. We're gonna go a little bit bigger on the top end. We're gonna try to go over the top with this. We have enough between these in terms of direct damage. I'm okay with that. Let's drop one more mountain. Grab one more of those. Okay, let's do that. There we go. Okay. Most of the stuff's pretty big. The 5/5 beast guy is just annoying, so we'll see if we can recover. We'll keep this. Not what I want to start with, but we'll take it. They certainly will be in the spot to do damage, is what they probably will do. Here comes Crusher. Shoot. We're going to do that. We'll go hard line. Now they can hit the bone right away. We'll take the 3 and we're gonna go right for it. Now, Cleave, we're not dead yet. If they have Crow and War, we're hosed. If they have a Crow and War, we're in trouble. Cleave's not gonna do it. Oh, there you go. Should have hit the 1 there. It doesn't matter. Does not matter. So we just need 1 land actually. Oh, just not our luck. Not our luck in best of 3. It was so close. So close. Not enough. Missed it by 1. Oh, that's a bummer. That is a bummer, my friends. Well, that is going to be all for today. A very fast video. Gruul certainly is starting to make a comeback as well. It is a good matchup against mono red aggro, as you guys can see too. We just were 1 short. We got mana hosed both games there on both sides, so it happens. No worries, it's how it goes. So let's go ahead and check out today's deck again. This is the top 10 mono red snow deck. We also showed you guys kind of the traditional one, also with a little bit different board for you that you guys can take a look at and use as well. This particular deck again was by After Office TTV, hitting the top 10. So super aggressive, very fast, quick matches, also noted by today's video, which we do like once in a while. So now quickly, in terms of best of 1, we went 2-1, and in terms of the meta, best of 1 mono red snow is a top played deck right now, certainly tier 1 deck, I would say, as well. And then in best of 3, we did lose to a Gruul deck. I do think mono red has done very well in the recent meta. Part of that has been due to the absence actually of more Gruul decks. Obviously that's something we hit. I would actually say this is probably right now potentially borderline tier 1, better on the tier 2 side right now, given the current meta. It does have a very, very healthy win rate, still in best of 3, and has put up some really, really good results in some recent events too. So keep an eye out on this one. Doing very well. Again, it's interesting to see some of the pickups making a big difference, but I think part of that is just the absence of some of these other decks here in the current meta. So with that said, Planeswalkers, if you got questions or comments, please let me know down below. Please feel free to hop in the Discord server and come hang out with everyone. That information's down below in the details. And as always, I truly am humbled, appreciate your support. Please feel free to subscribe down over there. Additionally, like the video if you like it. You can like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter and Twitch. My friends, love doing streaming, trying to do Tuesdays and Thursdays now, so come hang out and come say hi. Love seeing that as well. All right, Planeswalkers, you stay safe, take care. Until next time, we'll see you guys soon. Mythras out.